So, big news. I don't know if big news, but big news coming out of Seattle. Geno Smith signs with Seattle with a 3-year, $105 million contract, which, believe it or not, I predicted a month ago. A month ago, if you've been watching my videos, you know when I said this. He's 32 years old. If I do, I'm giving him like two year contract with a third year option, depending on how he does in the first 2 years. Um, I would maybe expect something like that, maybe 3 to 4 years. I mean, 36. Quarterbacks are playing longer. Yeah, maybe 3 to 4 years. They may give him something around maybe 150. I don't know. Um, I say anywhere from one. I say 3 to 4 years, 1 to 150. And maybe the first 2 years guaranteed, or or 60% of the contract guaranteed. To go on, Geno got the contract. Let's look at the details of the contract here. 3-year, $105 million a year. So essentially, 33 mil a year, or 35 million a year, depending on how you want to figure it out. But the deal includes a $52 million in the first year, so he gets half of his contract within the first year. Both sides expressed optimism that deal would get done. They beat the teams deadline for teams, blah, blah, which so they didn't have to give him a franchise tag for it. But like I mentioned, 3 years, 3 years, 105. I say 3 to 4 years, anywhere from that 1 to 150 range, what they give him. And a question I asked myself, I asked was, is Geno worth his contract? Is Geno worth the money they're going to pay him? I think it's a great plan for Geno, a great plan for Seattle. He has pretty much a year and a half to audition. If he's doing well and he's putting the team in position to make a run in the playoffs, and they're getting people around to support him, I can definitely see the Seattle actually him living out the 3 years on this Seattle contract. I expect in that third year that there is anticipation or conversation around him continuing to play at a high level, but also true playoff contention. In that third year, or second or third year, he has to be in form where he can, be in the playoffs. If not, they're going to be looking for another option. DK will be getting older, so 2-3 years DK will be getting older, and DK may look to go somewhere else. But I'm just looking at the big thing is the deal includes $52 million in the first year. So there's basically saying, hey, look, we're giving you half your contract right now. Half your contract, and then all you have to do. Sorry, I step away from the mic a little bit. All you have to do is show us enough within that first year. Within that first year, to say, hey, look, you're worth the rest of your contract. Like I said, I don't know if Geno's worth it, but we're gonna find out really, really soon if he's worth it or not next year. I always say the NFL is a league where you can do one thing exceptionally great one year and the next year completely flop, because the way they adjust, the way they watch film, the way they pick up on things is different. And I think Geno had a jump on it this year with teams kind of understanding how he played. With some of the film he played with the Jets and the Giants and West Virginia. But it'll be really interesting to see what happens with his contract, how he, if he lives out the full length of his contract. But next year is going to really tell what Seattle wants to do with Geno and how Geno is going to finish out his career.